Travel safety, we've got just fundamentals here. There's seat belts in the dinette set. There's 2 on each side. We don't use them a lot when we're traveling because we have adult children moving around, or quite often it's just Zona and I traveling, so we don't have any seat belts needed back here. But they are tucked away in the little storage compartment. All you got to do is to get them is sometimes they're tucked away in various folded positions, but take them out, set them over the seat cushion, and you're up and operational. So we'll go ahead and get all these out for this particular trip because we have somebody with a family with a couple kids, so
One
make sure that they're able to strap down. So here's the seat belts. This one's there, and those will secure a child's seat or a child. And got seat belt in this secondary seat in the back, and then obviously the shoulder straps in the front.
Do you want to do operation of that seat?
Oh yes. This seat will slide both forward and back, and if I can find the control for it, it rotates side to side as well. And that's the big deal, is finding the control. Here's the control over on the right hand side. So this seat will roll around if you want to face back. Typically you have to slide it into the forward position to get it to rotate because it'll run into this seat if it's reclined. And then actually once this is out of the way, this seat reclines quite a bit more. So depending on your travel needs, if you want to be a little bit more reclined in the front seat, you can adjust this one out of the way. So gives you a little bit of variance as far as seating positions. If we're having conversation back here, a 5th person could be sitting here comfortably. So that's it as far as the seats are concerned. We're going to go right into starting up the generator. Generator is very, very simple to run. Label here, so generator, start and stop. So we're going to, typically if it hasn't been run for a while, you want to hold this down for about 3 or 4 seconds. See the light came on? That indicates that it's primed the line, so it'll start quicker because there's gasoline in the system. Okay, so hold the start button down, and about 2-3 seconds, there it is, it's running. Reverse procedure is pretty simple. Push the stop button and it shuts down. The generator actually will run outside. Follow me for a minute. In the event you needed to start up the generator from outside, or if you're just doing some troubleshooting, can't figure out why things aren't working, the generator has the same starting system out here. These little handles are pretty simple, open and closed, up and down. Okay, the same starting system along the side here. The same button, you're going to push it to the off position, which is stop, okay, until the light comes on. You hear that? Tick, tick, tick. That's the generator priming itself, so the carburetor has gas in it. Then you go to the start button. Okay. One last thing, get a little bit closer right here. Right next to this stop start button, down inside here along the side, is the primary breaker for this generator. It has to be facing outward in order to be on. If for some reason you turn on the generator, you're not getting electricity, this would be a good spot to start. There's also breakers, standard breakers inside the unit, but occasionally if there's some sort of a fundamental issue, this breaker will trip, and that would be a big pain in the butt if you didn't know where it was. So it's right there by the start stop switch. So reverse of this is just hooking these up, latch these down to close, make sure they're on nice and stable. You don't want pieces to fall off. And it just relatches and you're underway.